Hey guys, welcome back to IteariTV. My name is Iteri. Today I'm going to show you all some things that I had no business buying. Yes, I purchased more craft tools. Just, y'all, I got all these things in my mind that I want to do, all these plans in my mind. So we just gotta go over some craft tools and some other fun craft finds. So the first thing I will for sure be testing out sometime soon is these foam paint brushes from Ollie's. These were, what does that say, $6.99. And I think these are really neat. They come in these different sizes. You guys know I bought some inks from Ollie's that were dry, so I've been spraying them and using them as like watercolor paints. So this will be cool to use on bigger surfaces. And I thought that was a great price for $7 for all of these foam paintbrushes. I don't think I've ever used a foam paintbrush, so I'm going to try my hand at that. Now, the next thing, y'all, I had really no business buying this. None. No business. No business. Okay. I even have in one of my videos, in one of my previous videos, I say like I never plan to cinch anything because it looks so complicated. But I did not know that they made a mini cinch, like a baby cinch. So like in my mind, I can set this on the table and it look cute and I'll be inspired to one day cinch. Plus, this was on sale for like when I purchased it during one of American Crafts sales. It was on just an amazing sale for the whole kit. It was like maybe $50. And these things usually cost way more than that. So these basically help you cinch books. When I was originally creating my, I have a Lonely Astronaut coloring book. And when I was originally creating that, I was telling my mom, like, how are we going to bind these books together? Like, where are we going to go? And I wasn't familiar with the cinch at that time or any of these tools that I've been learning about. And so technically, this would help me bind these coloring books that I have, even though I went to Office Depot to bind a lot of my books initially. But this set from American Crafts, it's just such a good set. As you can see, it comes with multicolored cinch binding. What do you call these things? Spirals. It includes everything you need to create custom books, journals, planners, and more. 25 pieces. And these are just some of the spirals. What do you call those little spiral things? Basically, this is what I can do. Okay. Y'all know what a cinch is. Craft community knows what a cinch is. Ooh, excuse me. But like for people like me who didn't know. It comes with a punch and cinch weaver, punch up to 15 sheets of copy paper at once. A compressed wire binding. These are wires. I could not call the name of that. Wires. Easily thread pages. This looks very complicated to me. I've seen people use it, and I'm like, yeah, it looks very complicated. I'm never doing this. And lo and behold, when this little cutie went on sale, I was the first one to buy it. Here are the different colors. This box is big, so there's a lot of shaking and moving going on here. So it comes with that, and then, oops. And then it comes with these very, very hardcore book backings. Like this would be the back of a large book. These are very like of a hardback book. If you had a hardback book, this would be like the back of it. Like this is very firm, like heavyweight. This is basically like a box. That's what this feels like a heavyweight cardboard box that you'd ship something in. And they gave you a few of these. I don't know how many. And you can cut those up and put them at the back of the different spiral notebooks you're making. Here we go. Book boards. 6 book boards. That's what they're called. 8.5 by 11. And you can cut them down. It also comes with needle wire clippers. And these are all the colors of the wires that you get. 16 colorful binding wires. I ordered this directly from American Crafts. It's usually, the mini is usually 70 or 80 bucks. And again, I did not zoom out and I did not raise my camera, so this is a mess. But this is the baby cinch itself. Okay. Y'all, the way that I'm struggling with this. This is the baby cinch itself. And I loved it because it's little. It's not as big as the big cinch, right? They do the same thing, but it's the baby one. And I got this kit because, of course, it was on sale. It was less than 50 bucks when I got it. It's not that price now, but it was when I purchased it. I don't think it's that price now. It could be. Let me know if you go back and see it, if it's on sale. Ooh, y'all. And then the cinch wires. The little, what do you call it? Needle nose wire clippers to clip the ends of the wire when you cinch. So I had no business buying this. I had no business buying this, but it's cute. And I would have really good use for this if I really just sat down and did what I really need to do with my own coloring book creations that I really just need to sit down and do myself instead of paying Office Depot to do it. I could really cinch my own books. So I may just sit myself down and figure it out. I have 4 degrees. I have 4 college degrees, 2 master's degrees. I should be able to do this, right? I should be able to figure out how to bind a book with a cinch, right? Probably not. I don't know. So I'm going to put this stuff up and then I'm going to show you all the other things I got. Okay, y'all. Sorry for all the camera movement and commotion. I should have had that stuff pre-boxed, pre-taken out the box, but I just have to record when I can, before work, after work, on lunch. It's a mess. So, and the thing I hate the most about doing these videos is unboxing things. I like unboxing things, but at the same time, I don't. The next really cool tool I bought, this I purchased from officesupply.com. This is a We Are Memory Keepers, or We Are Makers heat gun. And I realized that I needed this when I was messing with those like wet ink paints, and I kind of wanted it to dry quicker than what it was. And I was like, I probably need a heat tool. This is why people I watch have heat tools. Okay, so this is the stand. How did they do this, y'all? Okay, so this sits on the stand when you're not using it. I love how petite this is. And of course, I love that it's pink. Right? I love that it's pink. And so this basically is like a blow dryer to me. But instead of using your blow dryer, you use a heat tool. It gets to 650 Fahrenheit. So it gets hotter than a blow dryer. That makes sense. I probably won't need to use it on the highest setting for what I'm doing, but I thought this would be a great craft tool to have in my arsenal. There's the We Are logo. It's a very soft pink. I'm dealing with this morning light. The sun is trying to come out. Oh no, that doesn't come off. I was like, does this come off? No, that's the protection for the heat gun. So this is dope. This was on Office Supply, maybe 20 something. I had coupons, like everybody always has coupons for office supplies, so I didn't have to pay too much. And I was glad to get that tool. I also, from Office Supply, purchased this 49 and Market 2-hole punch. You guys know I love my hole punches. So I have the Happy Planner hole punches, the classic, and the big. And then I have the, I don't know which size you would call it. I can't remember. A2, A5, A6, whatever. Where it's the 3 rings at the top, 3 rings at the bottom. I have that one from Hobby Lobby by their planner brand. And now I have the 49 and Market 2-hole punch that I'm hoping works for most of the memory binders across the board. We'll see. Because usually the memory binders just have those 2 holes. And we'll see if it works across the board. This was a good price too on officesupply.com. So I'm collecting my hole punches for all the different hole punch sizes. Also from Office Supply, I got some more filler sheets for my Ivy printer by Canon. I feel like I can never have enough of these. I'm printing like a maniac. 50 sheets come in this, and then when you use them to print, they have a sticky backing. They're 2x3. So that's awesome. Camera's probably been crooked this whole time. It's a mess today. It's a mess. Just roll with it, guys. Then I bought these Pilot gel pens, which are erasable. I love erasable pens. Erasable pens are my favorite because I make so many mistakes. So I need to be able to erase what I write. And I don't like writing with pencil. I prefer pen. I want to show you how thin this ink comes out. This ink is very light, and all the colors are light. Even the dark colors feel kind of light. And then this is the clear eraser. I just love how sophisticated these look. Pilot is my favorite for erasable pens in general. I have a few different pens by Pilot that are erasable now. And these were expensive for pens, but I mean, you get 8 of them on Office Supply. They might have been like $20-something on sale. This is not even a true black. This is a, what do they call this? They call this a different color. It's not black though. It's like a pretty, looks like these were made in Japan, y'all. Japan. It's like a pretty black brown. And they erase. I love me some erasable pens. Erasable pens are what I use day to day. Like when I'm showing how like the pretty pens and stuff I'm buying from Ross, or the funky little pens I'm finding every day, in other stores rather, I'm not using those day to day. I'm not grabbing those to use those during my everyday life. These are what I'm grabbing, is my erasable pens, because I need to be able to fix all the mistakes I make. And if somebody's gonna make a mistake on something, it's me. Then I purchased this from Hobby Lobby for $9.99. I have a lot of glue going on right now. I have purchased a lot of different types of glues, but I've circled back to Elmer's because Elmer's is just the best. Now, I do like the bear glue that I bought, the craft glue, the green one with the little white bear on it. That one's really good. I still do want to get that other one from Amazon that Planner Time with Michael uses as well. But I purchased this just because I like this set, and I wanted to try the glue pen and the clear glue. I like all the different sets of glue. So I just threw it in the cart for Hobby Lobby since I'm doing a lot of creative journaling and scrapbooking. And then I purchased this from Office Supply. I saw another creator haul this, and I was like, oh, let me add that to the cart when I saw that. It's a rotary cutter. I'm hoping this is a little bit more heavy duty than my one that I purchased from Dollar Tree. I do like my cutter from Dollar Tree. It's small, the dark blue one that just kind of rolls and cuts. But I'm hoping this one is a little bit more heavy duty. And if so, I may go back and get another one for my grandma. I gave my grandma the Dollar Tree one, and I think that works for what she needs. But this one might be even a little bit more heavy duty for what she's cutting when she cuts her fabrics and stuff. And then I finally just purchased this from Hobby Lobby, $8.99. I see this all the time. They always have it. And I wanted it because it was cute. I do have some of these tools already, but I wanted this set because it's cute. So I can put this set in a craft bag and have this set in its own craft bag and have other craft bags with other sets, depending on the aesthetic that I want, the vibe that I want when I'm crafting. So you have your scissors, you have your squeegee. I love this to make the stickers lay. That's what I'm going to be using that. Peeling the stickers up, helping to put the stickers down for my creative journaling. I finally just bought this. I had been seeing it and not buying it, but I feel like $8.99 is still not a bad price for that. So those are the tools. I want to show you guys some of the paper that I just recently purchased from Hobby Lobby. Okay, so before we get to Hobby Lobby, I have more items from officesupply.com. They had these all wrapped together like such. Their packaging was really good in this particular box. Everything was packaged in like plastic and then wrapped in like paper. It was great. So I purchased these Gingham Garden embellishments. Gingham Garden is one of my favorite paper collections. I still have not purchased the paper pad because I have a ton of the card boxes, and I'm just planning to use those as the paper. I feel like I don't really need the paper pad. I love the collection. Like I should buy the paper pad, but I just feel like I bought so many of those card boxes that I'm using that as the paper. Love these embellishments. And then I finally purchased the stationery papery. Y'all know I don't really like papery, but this is not just papery. This is a lot of other stuff included with this. The envelopes and just a couple small pieces, but most of these pieces are big. So these are not like itty bitty pieces that I hate. I finally bought the Good Vibes clear stickers from officesupply.com. Not clear stickers, clear stamps. You know, I have been teasing y'all, telling y'all I'm gonna get a mini Misty. So I purchased these clear stamps for Good Vibes. I love the llama. Of course, we're here for the llama. And then I purchased this Bo Bunny. Bo Bunny, this one, the Family Heirlooms collection, and crepe paper, gingham garden go really well to me. I'm gonna, like, these embellishments are perfect. I'm going to mix these together. We're gonna do a quick paper pad flip through. You can see the tops have decorations. So again, I always say I use, the tops would be great to use as bookmarks. Like, you don't want to throw that top piece away, even though that perforated line, you would rip it there, but you don't want to throw it away. These are single-sided, nice weight paper. I will not be doing as many shorts this year of paper pad flip throughs, so this is what you're going to get. It's a lot of work that goes into that I don't have the patience for this year. So it repeats, but I love how classic and sophisticated this paper pad is. Look at that. That's one of my favorite sheets. So vintagey. I love the maps. Actually, I love every page in this pad, to be honest. And the flowers. I love that. A lot of collections have similar flowers that look like that. So this is the Family Heirlooms collection. So that was from Office Supply. Okay, back to Hobby Lobby. I went ahead and bought this blank journal notebook in black. This is a very soft leather. And I purchased all this paper and Paper Studio items when Paper Studio was on sale. Paper Studio goes on sale all the time. So at the time you're seeing this, I don't know if it's going to be on sale, but it goes on sale all the time at Hobby Lobby for 40% off. So the weeks that they do the 40% off Paper Studio sale, that's when you need to go and buy your Paper Studio stuff. The stickers, the paper, all the things. When I opened this journal, I was very surprised to see how thick this paper is. And I immediately was like, oh, I'm so glad I opened this, because they do tell you 180 GSM. And that's true. Like, if you're not paying attention, you might think, oh, this is just a little notebook with thin paper. No, this is good. This is the good stuff. And it has a band on it. So this is going to be another one of my creative journaling notebooks. I didn't have an all black one, so I love that I have an all black one. And I may not even decorate anything on it. So I can't wait to put different things in this. So Paper Studio paper. I have walked down that aisle plenty of times. I love Paper Studio paper. I love Paper Studio paper. I just hadn't bought any because I've purchased so much Ollie's paper, guys. It's not like I need paper. But there are things that Paper Studio has that I have been eyeing that I was like, I'll eventually purchase it. But I'm in no need of paper, right? But I finally decided, I was just in the mood, this particular Paper Studio sale, to purchase papers. And this black glossy pad, black on black, man, this is sexy. This is sexy. And it was $15.99 with 40% off when I purchased it. And it looks like they give you 3 of each. This is definitely sexy. So 40% off is $16. And they didn't have many of these left this particular time around. But Hobby Lobby is good for restocking like all the things. So you should eventually be able to find it. All of them have that gloss on them. And it's raised. Oh, man. It's raised. And each page seems to have texture. Yeah, I didn't even fill the other ones. Yeah, there's texture. Each page has texture. That's so sexy. I don't have a pad, I don't have a pad like this. I do have a couple of black and white pads with thinner papers. But these, I like that weight. What does that say? This came out in 2021. I was seeing if it said the weight of the paper. I don't see the weight. But purchased these two. And then what I really was after with Paper Studio, when I purchased from them, I am not after the 12 by 12s. I bought that 12 by 12 just because there wasn't a smaller one. And I really, really love that. I don't have anything like that black on black. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to use it for. I have some other black paper that I want to use for scrapbooking with my grandfather's pictures. And I think I'm going to mix that with this. That's exactly what I'm going to do. That's going to be tough. But I was after these, the small pads, y'all, the small pads. At Ollie's, I was hauling a lot of big pads, which was great because they would have normally been expensive and they're hard to find. And they were amazing prices at Ollie's. But I prefer smaller pads because the bigger pads, I hate the idea of having to cut some of the beautiful designs, and I hate the idea of having to cut to just have to measure. Okay, so when I'm looking at the big pads, I'm thinking like scrapbooking, putting pictures on top of it, organize the pictures, and putting that whole 12 by 12 in that big like scrapbook album. That's what I envision a lot for my scrapbook pages, especially the ones that I love the design and I don't want to cut it. But with these smaller ones, I imagine myself being able to creative journal easier with these. I don't mind the idea of like ripping these, hand ripping these. Look how beautiful that is. Or cutting these. This is the Cowgirl Vibes one. And these are always in Hobby Lobby. These are always in there. Unless they get sold out, but they always get them back. This is Disco Cowgirl. Look how pretty that is. Disco Cowgirl. Then I got Spring Walk for $6.99. So this one was $6.99 as well with 40% off. This one was $6.99 with 40% off, which is still a great deal for, you get 3 sheets and this paper is not thin. You get 3 sheets of each design and the paper is gorgeous. So I'd been eyeing this one for a while. I just never, like I said, I'm in no rush for new paper pads because I don't need any more paper, but my eye is always on smaller paper pads. Like when I see that smaller paper pad, I get excited because I would prefer to have more smaller than larger paper pads. And it looks like it repeats. Oh, maybe not. But that other one looked similar. Yeah, that other one was okay. They have a few that look with this kind of design in different variations. This one's really pretty. This one's the Spring Walk with foiling. Look at that. And then, so this one, I had been eyeing this one for a while too, the Paper Studio. This is Pretty as a Poppy. This was $5.99 with 40% off. These give you 4 for each of the designs. I love this size. Like, look at this size. This would be so easy to turn into a mini book. Look how pretty these designs are. Look at that. I would love these things in wallpaper, frames, bookmarks. Man, look at that. And these are all different from paper pads that I've, the hand is starting to hurt. Paper pads that I've purchased at Ollie's. But I just been holding out, not buying them. But these are gorgeous. Pretty as a Poppy. Look at that. Man. I love these colors. This pink, black, white, and gold. It's so sophisticated, so feminine. I can't wait to figure out how I want a creative journal with these. I probably will mix this with a lot of my wrong stuff. With the dolls and stuff I have. And then I purchased Uncharted, $6.99 with 40% off. And these are maps, y'all. Oh, I love vintagey maps. It makes me think of traveling on a boat, cruising. You guys know I'm a cruiser, going over to Pray Shop Cruise, my other channel. If you're not following me there, I am going to try to reinvigorate that channel at some point this year. And maps make me think of being at sea. Look at that. Oh man, look at this one. What is this? I don't know what this is. I think it's a list of places. The vintagey vibes of this are everything. Man, oh man, I love how they mix the colors. These have a texture to them as well. These are going to be great to hand rip and use as creative journaling. So there are my maps. And then lastly, I have the Country Road. $5.99. It was 40% off of $5.99. Now these are thinner, which is great for hand ripping and using in creative journaling. These are really pretty. And this is going to mix with that gingham garden embellishments and the Bo Bunny paper. All of that goes with this. So yeah, Hobby Lobby always keeps these, and I just hadn't bought them. They were on my list, and I'm glad I finally did. I will be looking out for more of their smaller paper pads. Their smaller paper pads are what I'm after. I love the size. Let me know where you're shopping at so far this year. How's your year treating you? Have you been to Hobby Lobby lately? What have you been buying? Let me know in the comments. If you made it to the end of the video, go ahead and put a cruise ship or a boat, a sailboat, if you have it. Hopefully I can get back at sea this year, but it might be a long shot with the way I'm going. Scheduling and work and life and all the things. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. See you real soon. Bye.